In the hills of northern Spain, the only thing that breaks the peace and quiet is the sound of tinkling bells. Shepherds like Ovidio Benitez and his son are following a Spanish agricultural tradition that stretches back hundreds of years. Despite the peaceful scene, they face the same threat that shattered the tranquility of their ancestors: wolves. For decades, these native predators had been hunted almost to extinction.
During the last years, the only possibility was to kill the wolves in these areas. So the poison was allowed by the governments. Now things are very different. Wolves are protected in many countries in Southern Europe, and the wolves are able to adapt to the new conditions, and they have been able to expand during these 30 or 40 years.
Biologists say one of the main reasons wolves are thriving is that they now have more room to roam. As many rural Spaniards opt to leave their farms for life in the city, entire villages are being reclaimed by nature. And natural inhabitants, like the wolves, have moved in. These predators aren't above taking an easy meal of beef or mutton from the fields, which means they can take a serious bite out of livestock breeders' incomes. Fortunately, Ovidio and his son can turn to an old friend for help: a mastiff named Niebla. These guard dogs have been bred over the centuries to protect sheep and cattle from the region's wolves.
De criar mastines, pues viene heredada de nuestros antepasados.
It's our ancestors' heritage, my grandparents and all the other generations. It's part of the cattle tradition and the customs and the ways that we have here in this area.
Tenemos aquí en esta zona.
The Benitez family has raised Mastiff guard dogs for generations. Ovidio Jr. hopes to take over the family business, which involves getting his own paws on the little guard dogs in training. The pups are anything but intimidating at this stage. But a full-grown Mastiff can easily take on a wild wolf. Usually, the dog's presence alone is enough to deter a hungry predator. The European Union's Life Coax program is spreading the word across Europe. The program donates Mastiffs to shepherds like Epifanio Garcia. The dog has become a guardian angel, not only for his flock, but for his livelihood.
Porque estoy contento con ella.
I'm happy with her, so no matter who came, I wouldn't give her away. Now what I want is for her to breed.
The people realize that they don't have damages from wolves because they have Mastiff dogs, and they ask for Mastiff dogs.
Through the Life Coax project, Ovidio's family has provided about 40 of the several hundred pups donated to livestock breeders in Spain.
Estás contento porque ya no exportas, o sea, no les mandas un animal, mandas parte de tu
It makes you happy
tradición.
because you are not sending one animal, but part of your culture, part of your tradition.
Ironically, the resurgence in wolves has helped save these dogs.
In the last 30 years, the Mastiff dogs were cornered in a few mountains because they were the last places in Spain where the wolves still survived. But now, the number of Mastiff dogs in Spain is larger because the wolf is expanding and also the Mastiff dogs.
So these adversaries, dog and wolf, are both thriving. And so is the peace and tranquility of this pastoral way of life.